We want to go now to my colleague in Lantana, Brian Entin, looking at the concerns about climate change, sea level rise, and what it means for erosion. Brian?
Michael, right now I'm standing about 30 or 40 feet off the coast of the Lantana beach. We're actually standing on a line of rocks which stretches up and down this entire coastline. The amazing thing is when you talk to people who have been coming to this beach for 20 or 30 years, they say 15 years ago you could not see any of these rocks. They were completely covered with sand, and the beach was about 50 feet longer than it is right now. The question, of course that's because of erosion, but the question is that because of climate change? Many people say it definitely is. Yes, erosion is cyclical and part of nature, but many scientists say that climate change is actually speeding up the erosion. Take a look at our video and you can see many years ago, the dunes here actually collapsed and the restaurant basically fell into the ocean. We talked to people who were out here on the beach today, again, longtime residents. They looked at the climate change report that came out today, and they say they believe climate change has to do with all of this.
Mayor of Lantana keeps on paying good money to put dirt down, sand down, but it goes away.
You know, they're building buildings right on the beach, and it's probably not a good idea to do that. They probably won't be there for very long.
The video you're looking at right now, again, is that seawall. Many of the people we talked to today, the tourists, say they do not like to have to look at a seawall. They would prefer a natural environment. Their worry is if the sea levels continue to rise, like this report says they will, that seawalls like that will be up and down the Florida coast. But again, one thing everyone keeps telling us is when it comes to these rocks, they say this is the evidence that there are definitely changes happening, because this big dark line of rocks that stretches up and down here along Lantana, they say, you couldn't even see these rocks 10, 15 years ago. Live in Lantana, Brian Entin, WPTV News Channel 5.